Ghost Stories. Chapter 1, A Spooky Fright. Once not long ago there was a school called Newlyn Place. In that school were more than 100 children. One Thursday night there was a big bang near that school. Neighbours heard the bang and came out of their houses to see what it was, but there was nothing to see but some fireworks, so they thought it was some naughty children trying to wake people up, so they went back to bed.
So when I went to school the next morning, there was a big spaceship and there was a police in the playground, and there was a professor, and he was trying to work out what it was. After the register, we went into the hall. We all sat down in our classes. We all sat next to Miss, most of us. The professor put a ruler around his head with a balloon with sellotape, and it was funny, and he was juggling. The balloon was the sun, and he demonstrated the world going around the sun, and he had a Mars bar, and he pretended it was Mars, and then he had a flying saucer from his cup of tea. And then he banged on the spaceship. The alien banged back, and he banged again, and then he tried to open it from one side, but it didn't come open, and then it opened from the other side, and everybody screamed, and then we all went out the hall, because this hand came out, and somebody screamed, and then we all screamed and ran out. And we just saw one hand come up, then another hand come out of the little gap. We just thought it was a baddie thing, what could come out and kill us. Thought he had guns with it. I thought it was a little green man with a laser gun or something with a really long arm. So I saw the arm come out, and I saw it down the gap where the door opened, and I saw this long arm, and I thought this little green man with a great big long arm. When the hand came out, everybody ran out of the door, and then Miss Cronk said, "Don't be afraid," and took some children and then started cuddling them. And the professor went round there to see what it was inside it, and he said, "I think it's trendy because it waves back." Because he waves there and he waves back. Some people were in the classroom and they were crying, and some weren't ready to go in, so they didn't go in, and the teacher stayed with them. Then the rest went in and waved to her and shook hands when she was sitting in the spaceship, and the next time we went in, nearly everybody went in. She was out of the spaceship holding Michelle's hand. After when she showed the hand up, she came out with his glasses on, and when she came right out, we taught her to take her glasses off. She had all lipstick round there, like lipstick round there. Looks like it was V's, but silver pink. But it wasn't lipstick, it was eyeshadow or something, or glitter, what I had made by it, or something like that, or paint. To speak our language, because she might not speak on her own planet. She might just show people things that she can say hello, because Michelle taught her to. If we're frightened, she's frightened, and if we're being naughty, she's being naughty. She copies. Done a cartwheel and her feet touched the ceiling, and she tried to skip, but she didn't skip. She only put the skin around her thing and then put it over her head and then put it back down again, and she hid it. And then after that, Sarah taught her to jump, but she only jumped on the chair, and she started climbing all on the tables and tipped the crayons out. Mrs. Harrison's class showed her pictures of pets, and she noticed the dog and said Ralph, and she drew a picture and gave it to Hayley, and it had curly ears like a spring and a curly tail.
She likes some people. I need to teach her some words, to tell her how to say birthday, floor, not to eat berries, not to touch glass, not to eat nails, because she nearly ate one. Teach her to say birds, farm, jungle, lion. She don't know what a television is yet. If someone dies, she'd probably copy them. Or anyone stabs anyone, she'd probably copy them. So I don't think she should watch news. She doesn't copy adults, she only copies children. If we said jump in the fire and we jumped in the fire, she would as well. I wouldn't like her to see programmes with swear words in, because she might start swearing. Silver, silver in your pot, and we know you have a dog. Up above the world so high, shooting down here from the sky. Silver, silver, we love you, and we love you. Silver is here because she had a row with her mum and dad, and she wouldn't clear up her bedroom. So one night she came in late because she had got in her spaceship and she went to another planet, but she crashed on the way. She came down and landed at our school. In your pot, and we know you have a dog. It was just like Silver, what happened to Silver, because one night I was late and I didn't come home in time and I got told off. So I decided to run away, but my mum came up and I thought about it and then I didn't run away after all. When I went to see the professor, he said to tell all of the class that could you please all write something so I could put it in Morse code and send it up to Silver's mum and dad. Nearly everybody's done one, I hope. I wrote a letter to Silver's mum and dad, and I said that Silver has landed here safely and the professor is looking after her in London and we're trying to fix the spaceship so she can get back home. And we know you have a dog up above the world so high. We took her to the co-op. She opened a packet of crisps without paying for them and ate half a tomato.
Could you write a list down of all the things that she likes to eat? It'd be very helpful because I can give her those things to eat when we get home.
Zerena's dead, Zerena and dead, a brother and a sister. A brother and sister. She likes the turnip, she likes the turnips and mushrooms. And if she splits them out, we give her something else. Milton Keynes, we decided to make a house for her.
You can see from the hall.
We put some chairs in, televisions, and some warm television. If you go behind the television, it makes itself on telly.
We made a chair with boxes and sponges and wood.
She could stay here because we made a house. We're making houses for her. We made a big house for her and a tree. We're making the same planet like her planet. It's got a zigzag on the top. It's got round circles on the window. And she had different kinds of trees. It has green on the bottom and it has squares on the top of the sticks.
She's friendly. She's kind. She likes children.
She likes it because he likes all the children because they help her and help her get back home. My mum thinks it's real, but it isn't real. She's scared I'm not. I know it's just a lady dressed up.
We gave her some books, a teddy, tons of things for her so she can remember us. I think we should give her some photos and teach her to tell her mum and dad where she's been.
I think she could take some food back with her like she likes, like peanut butter and orange juice and all that, and hula hoops.
To remind of us, she could take some orange juice with her because she likes orange juice. And I think she should take back some of the dog food for her dog Ralph, see if she likes it.
She's leaving because we were happy when she was here. I like to her to stay all the time because we love her. Love is up to give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is up to give it away. You end not having more. It's just like a magic penny. Hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend it and you have so many. They're all over the floor. Love is something if you give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Love is something if you give it away. You end up having more. Let's go dancing till the break of day. And if there's a price that we can pay, love is something if you give it away. You end up having more.
Who would have believed that a county first school in Milton Keynes would have become the setting for one of the most extraordinary space adventures ever told? It was on the night of April the 21st this year that the close encounter of Newlyn Place first began. Reports of a loud explosion and flashes in the sky heralded the arrival of a strange object, a craft from outer space, origin unknown. Police and scientists were called in to investigate, and in the school hall, the vehicle's hatch was finally opened. The alien appeared friendly. She said her name was Zerena. She said she'd run away from her home planet of Zadrolite after an argument with her mother about tidying up her room. It was agreed that to avoid panic, Zerena's presence at the school should remain a secret, Outside, only Professor James Blenkinsop of the Science Museum knew of her existence.
For me, it's the most exciting thing of my career. I've never seen anything like it, and I've been following UFOs for 20 years.
The children took on the task of teaching Zerena the ways of Earth. They turned the school hall into a replica of Zadrolite, and they communicated through an elementary form of copy-speak. Nutrition was a matter of taste it and see. Things didn't always go smoothly, though. The alien had a habit of walking over cars. That was until the children showed her the pavement.
The first time she was bad, then she started being good.
What's the naughtiest thing she's done?
Climbed out the window.
For me personally, it was a privilege to be the first journalist ever to interview a being from outer space.
Can you tell me what your impressions are of Earth?
It's very green and very friendly. The children have been very kind. I'll be very sad to leave Newlyn Place. But I'm looking forward to seeing Sandhog and Skennig and my dog Ralph.
And so the time came for Zerena to leave. After 6 weeks on Earth, arrangements had finally been made for her to return to Zadrolite. A helicopter was to fly her to the north of Scotland, where a second-hand Apollo rocket had been chartered to take her home. It was the first encounter and the closest any school children have ever had, and one that these youngsters will never forget.